続きまして、青森県出身 IB こと三浦里奈さんによります幸せの黄色いワンピースです。三浦さん、よろしくお願いいたします。
あなたの人生でお会いしただけで感動の涙が出るほど影響力のある人はいますか？私にとってそのお方こそ皇后雅子陛下なのです。私が初めて皇后陛下に直接お目にかかったのは高校2年生16歳の時、皇居勤労奉仕団の一員として当時の皇太子同妃両殿下からご会釈を賜りました。お話の最中、雅子陛下は私たち高校生一人一人と目を合わせ直接微笑んでくださいました。そのご好意は国民一人一人を大切にしたいという陛下のお気持ちの表れだったのでしょう。日本の皇室、特に天皇皇后両陛下は世界中から称賛の対象となっています。それは我が国の長い歴史と伝統の蓄積に加え、代々続く天皇皇后両陛下の聡明で慈悲深い高い人格にあると私は考えています。しかし一民間人から皇后となられた雅子陛下がこれまでどれほど多くの苦難を乗り越え、私たち国民に笑顔を向けられているのか。その過程を知る日本人は一体どれほどいるのでしょうか。Empress Masako was born December 9 in 1963. She graduated from Harvard University with great honors. In 1985, she started working as a diplomat under her father's influence. Her dream career as a diplomat was about to begin. However, at that time, the Imperial Household Agency started the search for the future princess for Crown Prince Hironomiya Naruhito, His Majesty's current emperor, and she was listed as one of the candidates for the princess. Finally, he proposed, but she hesitated to accept. He shall be enthroned as an emperor in the future. I can't imagine being the next empress. She struggled for 2 months and still wasn't able to reply to him. In such a situation, Crown Prince told her, "I'll protect you with all my might for the rest of my life." His words changed her thinking, so she decided to duly enter into the Japanese imperial family. In a press conference to announce their engagement, she wore a simple yellow dress with a nervous look. Seen from the outside, this was the beginning of happiness, but it meant the beginning of her tribulation and struggle as a crown princess. Shortly after her marriage, she made her spectacular diplomatic debut at the banquet for the Tokyo summit. She was proficient in foreign languages. She could speak not only English, but also French, German, and Russian. So, she spoke gracefully to world leaders without an interpreter. She had also devoted herself to activities all over the country. At the time of Great Hanshin-Aoji earthquake in 1995, she visited the stricken area, and through her interactions with the victims, she began to think about the state of public affairs. As the Crown Princess, I want to do more for the Japanese people. However, her proposal was rejected when she consulted the Imperial Household Agency. She was told, "What we want to think about now is to give us an heir to the Imperial throne as soon as possible. Is the Lord expected of me as a crown princess only to give us an heir?" She was mentally exhausted by the huge pressure of imperial succession from both the public and the Imperial Household Agency. Unfortunately, she miscarried her first baby. In 2001, she became pregnant and gave birth to Princess Toshinomiya Aiko. Japan was suddenly wrapped in congratulatory mood and the nation blessed them. Crown Princess Masako was probably the happiest of all. However, because the baby was a girl, she was soon expected to give birth to a boy. Under the current imperial law, it is said the male imperial member of the imperial family in the male lineage should succeed to the throne. So, Princess Aiko doesn't have the right of succession. Next time for sure. The nation expected again. She felt strong pressure from being expected to have a boy. A girl's born was this. From around this time, her physical condition gradually deteriorated. She was so tired, she couldn't get up and had a terrible headache, which began to interfere with her official duties. Crown Prince desperately tried to protect her. At his press conference in May 2004, he said, "It is true, there was a movement to deny her career and personal dignity by the Imperial Household Agency. With this remark as a trigger, she received medical treatment and her diagnosis of adjustment disorder was made public. However, unfortunately for her, there was little understanding of her mental illness in Japan at the time, and the bashing as her didn't stop. Under such circumstances, she went to the Netherlands to recuperate at the recommendation of Crown Prince. The royal house of the Netherlands was very understanding of her mental illness because Prince Consort Klaus had suffered from depression for many years. Thanks to a warm welcome and attention to detail from the Dutch royal family, she regained her smile. Above all, Crown Prince gave her devoted support and stood by her side. In 2016, His Majesty Emperor Akihito made a televised address to the nation expressing his intention to abdicate the throne before his death. In 2016, his Emperor Naruhito formally ascended to the throne. In the meantime, she gradually took over her Empress duties from Her Majesty the Empress Emerita. Her body may not have been the best state, but she was always smiling when she appeared on TV. On May 1st, 2019, a celebratory parade was held in the afternoon. The sight of Empress Masako, who was congratulated by many people, and waving her hands along the road was truly majestic. The following year, during her general visit as a new empress, she wore a dress in the traditional Japanese color of yellow, hiwairo. She looked like she did during the engagement interview she had attended with her happiness and determination. I felt the beginning of a new era, and I got such a wonderful impression from the color of one piece she wore. The era of Reiwa was wrapped in brilliant light. Empress Masako, who believes in Emperor's love, is surrounded by the love of her family and has overcome many ordeals. Now, she is shining as the Empress of Reiwa. I still remember the day I met her for the first time. I promised I want to make Japan a place where she can feel at ease. I want to be a Japanese person who makes her happy. As a Japanese citizen, I'm very proud of her sincerity and compassion. Even though she suffers from bashing, miscarriage, and various misunderstandings from the outside, many people will be encouraged by her journey in life. The majority of the people must be encouraging her for her efforts. I believe in her as one of the Japanese people, and I want to give her heart. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for a very wonderful and moving speech. As a foreigner who is from a country that does not have a royal family, I have no interest in royalty usually. So of course I'm aware of the emperor and the empress, but I never really think about them. But I learned a lot from your speech, and especially I was really impressed and really moved to know how Empress Masako has suffered so much in her life, about the pressures on her, like you said, even not really being looked at as a human being, but just someone expected to produce a male heir. And I really felt sorry for her. It felt so tragic, but you showed how even through all of that, with support from the people around her, she can still smile and she can still inspire people like you. And that was very wonderful to hear. Thank you very much for sharing.
Thank you.
戦後の日本の中から忘れ去られた世界、でも忘れられなかった世界、しかもそれを語れなかった世界、でも語らなきゃいけない世界、君が勇気を持ってそうやって語られることが、おそらく日本という国をもう一回取り戻すための素晴らしいメッセージになると思いますね。世界一高貴で世界一貧しいのが天皇家なんだそうです。そういうことをほとんどの人知らないんですよね。今アンデリー先生がお話したようにほとんど興味もないんです。皇室とかロイヤルファミリーとか。だって自由と平等が大原則の中に民主主義の中にあるとか言って、そんな天皇なのっていうのは平等じゃないじゃないとか、そういうのが世の中のあれなんですけど、ちょっと次元が我々違うんだということのメッセージを誰も出すことができないんですね。出すとなんか右翼だなんだって言われたりするし、だからそういうことを君がこうやって堂々とやれるっていうのが僕は素晴らしいなと思いますね。改めて日本人がもう一回忘れられた何かに触れるためには君のようなメッセージをたくさんの人がしてくれた方がいいんじゃないかなと僕は思います。今日は感謝です。ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。